it just changed. What's up guys, good morning. Today's DIY. I was sitting down, I was thinking what could be really cool to work with resin. I've taken sort of a break from resin for a bit. We're gonna locate a vintage camera, make it out of resin, and then I guess sort of smoke in rainbow resin so it looks like there's a pop of color in there. The rainbow is gonna represent the prism, which is what light is made of. All the colors which creates light. Step one, locate a vintage camera, which I've done. I have to go get it right now. 80 bucks cash, found it on Kijiji. Hopefully this guy doesn't kidnap me. And let's get this vintage camera. Actually, before we go, guys, check this out. Daniel Arsham. If you guys don't know him, look him up on Instagram. The coolest freaking art, okay? He makes basically eroding pieces. This was a drop that just happened. This is a Porsche 911 Turbo, and it's eroding, and he basically has like crystals. I bought a football case, put in some LED strip lights. I did all of this on my Instagram story. DIY exclusive over on Instagram. So if you guys want DIYs more than once a week, follow me on Instagram. I put them in my stories sometimes, at Danocracy, but check this out. You can change the colors, red, green. You can go to like anything. All right, let's go meet this guy. You know, maybe I should take you guys through meeting a stranger online 101. Saw this guy was selling some vintage cameras, reached out, he responded right away, 80 bucks. When you go to meet up with a stranger, a couple things to consider. Always go in for a kiss first. It can help you with the price, it can really loosen up the mood. The safest thing to do during a pandemic. I've got Kyle here who's gonna film the whole thing. I feel like it's like a first date. I know that I'm looking for somebody with a bright orange camera bag. I'll be there, I'll be wearing a bright orange camera bag. That's him? Are you sure? That doesn't look orange. Do you think he's gonna look like his username? You the camera guy?
That?
Yes. Actually, I'm using it for like an art piece.
So you're not gonna use it as a camera? It's too bad that you're not gonna use it because it's a mini.
Yeah.
I do have feeders which you can buy cheaper.
Oh.
Anyways, enjoy it then.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank God that wasn't a date, because that was slightly awkward. It is in very good condition. Not a scratch on it, but this is gonna look amazing. So step one of this DIY, you're gonna need your camera. You did pick up this vintage camera. You're gonna need a knife. You're gonna need a glue gun and some glue sticks and some tape. And of course, because we're making a mold with silicone, I've done this before in videos, you're gonna need some foam core. First things first, you're gonna take your camera or whatever object you're using, sort of do a rough outline where we need to build walls. You're gonna take an X-Acto knife or a blade. The walls we're gonna cut have to be as high as our object is. Once you got a wall cut out, you're gonna take your hot glue. You can do a line of glue. So. And push them together. Just do a nice line of glue. Good, fits perfectly in. You wanna have space on the sides and the back of the camera. We need silicone to build a strong wall behind the entire camera. Camera is completely covered. This is just a very loose mold. You gotta glue, seal shut every corner on this piece. Now the next step here, this glue wall isn't actually secure enough, so we're gonna take some tape along every sort of corner just to make sure that there's no leak. Silicone time, this is part two. We have a part A and a part B. One for one, it's pretty straightforward and it's easy. It's just you gotta be really quick with mixing. Let's start with 10 ounces of blue and then 10 ounces of white. Before we mix in part B, we're gonna take some mold release. This is Ease Release 200. Spray down the camera because we don't want the silicone to stick. Go ahead and mix in part two. One thin layer at the bottom, just like that. And that'll help us get all the detail on the top of the camera. Drop it in, and we're gonna pull it back out. Get all the cracks, help it out. Just like that. Now we're just gonna slowly pour in one corner, just like this. All right, so there's just a thin layer of silicone right here, so we're just gonna peel this back. Let's take down the walls. Look at that detail. So this silicone is very forgiving. You can like, it doesn't really tear. Oh, okay. The mold. The next plan is we're gonna pour a thin layer of resin and sort of hope for the best. We're gonna take this cup, pop it into the vacuum chamber. We're gonna put that right in the center. Go ahead and start sucking out all the air. It's gonna raise to the top and the bubbles are gonna be sucked out essentially. So in the end, it'll be left with crystal clear resin. We're gonna take some mold release here. Before we pour the resin in, you wanna coat the inside of this with mold release. We're gonna do 1 drop of yellow. Whip it in like that, create little ribbons. Next we'll do red. 1, 2, 3. I don't want it overboard. I still want the camera to overall be clear. We're gonna leave that for about maybe 2 hours. We'll come back. All of that again with 3 more colors. Yeah, we're gonna let that dry. So it's been about 2 hours and the colors on the inside have actually mixed themselves. We're now gonna mix the hardener and the resin together. We're gonna add in some green, some orange, and some purple. So we'll take our resin, pop it in there. That looks great. That's it for tonight. We'll come back in the morning and we'll see if we've got a multicolored camera. Fingers crossed it's turned out good. Day 2. So freaking excited, guys. I waited last night. This was ready to go. I waited to do the whole unmolding on camera. Oh! Holy crap. Look at that. Oh my God, the detail of this mold is insane. It even got little serial numbers on this. Let's go ahead and get some beauty shots so you guys can actually see what I'm looking at. Product looks amazing. Original camera actually weighs a lot heavier than the resin one. So the back of the camera, it actually got the grip perfectly. The front of the lens says Konica Hexanon. It's just writing around the lens. It actually picked that up perfectly on our mold as well. Like got all that really, really fine detail. That's super impressive. If you guys want to win this, go over to my Instagram, follow me at Danocracy, subscribe to my YouTube channel and comment your Instagram handle so I can go over there and check and also see if you're subscribed. Pretty fun little DIY. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I'll see you in my next video. See you guys later.